Alright guys, in the previous video we had seen how we can fetch the current system time. Maybe let's have a very quick recap of that too, because we'll be seeing an extension of it basically from, so let me give a recap from date time, that is a superset, import the subset date time, given the name is big, let me abbreviate it as dt, and to get the time, what did I do? I said print dt dot now. What is the time now? Is displayed 4th October 2018, 16:22, 4:22, 17 minutes, these many milliseconds. This is the time. Alright. So if I want to know the time in some other location, say Singapore or America or whatever, I want to know the time. So what should I do? So they follow something called a different time zone. So as you know, the standard time that is calculated by the Greenwich meridian, in your school geography you would have studied using the Greenwich meridian, that 0° longitude is taken as a standard and time is calculated, and our Indian time is GMT, that is GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, that is a standard time, there is a standard time that is considered, and from that GMT our Indian time is ahead by 5 hours and 30 minutes. GMT plus 5:30 is our time zone. Like that there are different time zones. So I want to know what is the time in that time zone of Singapore. So what should I do? So here I need to work with time zones, right? So I need to import something called a time zone. I need to use something called a time zone. For that I need to import the package pytz, import py for Python and tz for time zone. So I had imported it, and now I need to create a time zone object. This is how Python works. You can know of more of what is an object and all if you had studied some course called object oriented programming. You would have an idea. If not, also you will be learning it. That's very simple. It's not a rocket science or something. You can quickly learn it. Just know that there is something like a time zone special thing. Something, if you want to work with time zone, you need to create some special object. That this object we are going to create it now. So how would you create it? Simple. pytz dot time zone of, what is the time zone that you want to know? That you have to give it as an argument here. You have to give it as argument. I said Singapore, so let me say Singapore. Singapore is the this thing I want to know. So I have created a time zone object. That is, I want to know the time in this particular time zone of Singapore. That whatever is the time zone followed, that is a timing followed here, I want to know this particular time. So I have created an object, and now simple, just I have been printing the time, right? With this I need to just pass this object time zone. So if I pass this object, time as per Singapore would be displayed. It is 18, there is evening 6 o'clock, 55 minutes, 13 seconds and these many milliseconds. So this is plus 08 is nothing but GMT plus 8 hours. Ours is Indian time is GMT plus 5:30, right? So 2.5 hours Singapore is ahead of India. So GMT plus 8 hours. So this is how the time is displayed. So you can give a specific time zone and know it. And so how would I know what? I just know the country. I don't know the time zone. What if that is the case? You can always look it up. They have named the time zones differently. Like our Indian time zone is named as Asia Kolkata. So they had given, for some time zones they had just given the name of the country. For some time zones they had given some prominent cities in that country as the identifier name, something like that. This is the identifier. Singapore is not the, this is not the time in Singapore. In and around Singapore, whatever is the countries that follow this time zone, this is the time there. So this is the identifier for that time zone region. So Singapore is an identifier. For some regions they have given a country names. For some they have given a prominent city name in the country, and for some they have separated it with continent followed by the name of the city or country or whatever. That's how they had given. So there are different time zones that are defined in Python. So you have to give that specific value here. What if I don't know the time zones that are present in Python? How will I get the list of all time zones that is present in Python? Simple, even that is defined already. Simple, you just need to type pytz dot all underscore time zones. Just type it. See, you got a list. You got a list of all time zones. See, oh my god, there are so many. I am not able to understand where it starts even. There are so many. So okay, let me do a thing. Let me see how many are present there. So it's a list, right? So we want to know how many are present there. So we'll use the functionality length. So let me use it. Let me say length of this list. 591 time zones and 500 plus time zones are supported here in Python. So maybe there may be some variations if you have, because in my Linux system I remember getting some 570s range answer. In Windows version there is 591. Maybe there is an update to the software or whatever be that, and when you are trying there may be a variation. If there is an update you'll see a different number, but currently these many time zones are being supported in Python. So these are the different time zones. So here you can look it up as to what is the time zone that you need to see. Pacific, Portugal, Poland, Singapore, Turkey, you have different things. So you can look it up as to what this is, what is the time zone that you want to know. So Greenwich is the standard time. So Greenwich is our midpoint, and all these are behind the GMT and all these are ahead of GMT. So we'll get something like that. Oh no, they are arranged in ascending order. I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry for the info. If that is the case, then India should have come there. Given that I didn't spot India, I realized that they have arranged it in alphabetical order. So in the alphabetical order, they have arranged the names. See, Asia Kolkata is our Indian time zone. You could see it here. Asia Kolkata. This is our Indian time zone. Asia Kuala Lumpur is for Malaysia. Kuwait. You have a lot. Karachi for Pakistan. Kabul, Jerusalem. You have a lot. You can see through the list. There is some 500 plus time zones. So this is how you will be working with a time zone. Basically, you will create something called a time zone object and pass that object to your datetime.now functionality. You will be passing it to get the time as per that time zone. So in that case, what was the output? Let us just revisit it once. We had created an object and now we want to print it. What is an output? It gives the date, time, and it says what is the difference from GMT. It's plus 08 means it's 8 hours ahead of GMT. So that's what is known from here. That's what is the output that is obtained. Just that you need to create a time zone object and just pass it to the now functionality. This is how you deal with different time zones. Alright guys, the question that I had addressed initially, the suspense one, is given a date, how would you find which day it falls on? That's still pending, right? We'll see that in the next part of the video.